Hi, I'm your host, Ron Knight.
And I'm John Williams III, co-host of the show.
Join us for the Entertainmentfirst Podcast every week. It's all about the music and more. Back again for another week of Entertainmentfirst Podcast, where it's all about the music and a whole lot more in entertainment. And with me tonight is the one and only. That's right. I don't even know how to explain this guy, man. This is the one and only Mr. John E. Williams.
That's true.
Man, Jesus, I didn't really want to sit next to nobody.
I know, but
with teeth like that.
so good.
I almost thought that some flames or something was coming out of the teeth that he has in his mouth.
Well, in France, they do funny things.
Like what?
Make me look like this.
Like what? Man. That's ridiculous. That is totally ridiculous.
It's fun for him to eat too.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight all the way from down under, of course, my main man on the show is me, right? The one and only Mr. Ron Knight, serves soul and rock and roll. And I got a, what you gonna say? What are you gonna say, man?
Nothing, my teeth are feeling better now, so.
They changed already.
Yeah, they have, see?
Before we get into Miss Kalise Vampyri, Miss Kalise Vampyri, all the way from down under in Newcastle, Australia, I just want to reiterate on a trip I took this weekend with this guy sitting next to me, John E. Williams. I gotta admit, I laughed my ass off all the way the whole weekend. And if you're going to go to San Francisco, make sure you go with someone that really knows the town. And I can tell you, this guy really knows the town.
I sure do. I grew up there, and as a kid, I used to walk the city streets, and finally got Ocean Beach and said, got learned the other way. I worked for the San Francisco Chronicle Examiner and was a cab driver. I know that city inside out better than almost everyone. Even my friend who's a sheriff, he retired, and another person who's a cop I know, she retired. They even admit that I know that city better than them.
All right, I want you to hold on to that because we're going to be discussing that a little bit later on too as well. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you, all the way from down under, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Kalise Vampyri. What's up, girl?
What's up?
Just to let you know, Kalise is a makeup artist. And as you can see, she has made herself up, as usual. She's also on what they call a carnivore diet.
Yes.
For autoimmune Crohn's disease. She does modeling and she does photography. And I can tell you one thing, she also works with Kimberly and I in a group where they are the disco queens when we do disco concerts down in Australia. So I'd like to welcome her. So how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Everything is good. I understand it's raining down there right now.
It's pissing down. Wait, am I allowed to swear on you?
No, that's fine. It's fine.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
fine.
it's flogging down rain here. It's been raining since Monday and we're at Wednesday now, so.
Yeah. Long as it's not shitting down.
Well, yeah, that'd be a different story.
Yeah, that's right. And you're still near, you're still up, what do you call that area? Is that Merriweather?
Yeah, I haven't moved yet, and things kind of went crazy during the pandemic. People started moving out of their places because of everything going on here, and then, yeah, basically we were just like, we found a decent place that's fairly cheap for rent, so we're...
Yeah, I heard that. Everybody needs cheap right now, I can tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what?
Some of the... Huh?
The weird thing about it is that Kimberly and I have been back here, and we have actually been working here doing our thing, and we fell into some pretty interesting things now. we are reaching out.
I'm glad you've got a podcast. I always thought, he can talk the hind legs off a donkey. So.
You got a nerve. You have the nerve. I can't believe you. You have the nerve. You and John should get together. You and John should get together. Well, you guys could change a lot of things down in Australia. You'll talk all of Parliament right out of the house and leave.
Yeah, I a bit of a blabbermouth, but it's all right.
No, that's all right. That's all right. I'm glad to have you on the show anyway because
Yeah, I'm excited.
We know each other, and I wanted to do that. There's several other people that'll be coming on from Australia too as well. Let me ask you something.
We've been going for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Don't worry. You got some. When we return, we have some more things for you. How did you get involved in the industry?
Like modeling, that route, or in terms of?
No, in terms of your makeup artistry.
Oh, makeup was basically when I was younger. I hated school, hated high school, ADHD, not it, no. And I was just trying to scroll, and I come across YouTube, and this lady just basically turned herself into Mystique from X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so quick and it looked so real, and I just decided that's what I want to do. Like, I've always been artistic, and I always, I can hyper concentrate on stuff like that, which is the ADHD thing. And I ended up looking for a course, and then the 1 year that a place called the Mask Academy, it was the only, it was professional, it was a full year course, not just like a 6-month course, was doing vet fee help, which is basically like a government subsidy.
Right.
So they paid for your course and you paid off later. And I managed to get that. So yeah, I did a year of that, and it was basically 6 months of learning makeup and then 6 months of learning special effects. So I can do pretty much everything at this point. And then, that's how I got into that. And then that kind of just led into the pin-up and the pin-up modeling. And I had a friend who was a photographer, and kind of just started from there.
All right.
So now I could talk normal since I'm talking to you, not Ron.
Well, I don't want to talk to this guy anyway. I'm sick of talking to him. I talked to him for 2 days straight. I talked to this guy.
That's why he has headphones on, because he doesn't want to hear me again. So what has been your greatest success on what you've been doing?
With the modeling stuff, I was published in 2 or 3 magazines when I was a bit younger, when I first started. I think the first one was, it was an American one. It was like a hot rods and babes type of one. That wasn't the name of it, but it was one of those types of ones, but I never got a copy of it, unfortunately. But the second one, I think that was probably the most successful, was a door pin-up. I was posted in theirs a couple of years ago, and that was pretty good. That was fun.
Yeah, I mean, when you get in that, you get more excited and you get more drive to get going and do more too.
Yeah, well, actually what happened after that is I did my modelling thing, and then I got hit with mental health pretty badly. And then once things started moving again, I got hit with Crohn's disease. So I've only just started modelling again, really over the pandemic, while I've had the time and the energy and everything, so that's been really good.
Right, how has that, with the virus going on, how has that affected you and others there in Australia?
Corona?
Yeah.
Look, luckily I've been in a very fortunate position. The government rolled out some funding called the JobKeeper, so my workplace was able to get that. So luckily, even though I did have to go into quarantine early because I'm on immunosuppressant medication, I was able to fund myself to live, basically, but a lot of other people weren't that fortunate.
I tell you and John got a lot in common. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back in just a few minutes with the Entertainment First Podcast, where it's all about the music and a whole lot more. We'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the Entertainment First Podcast, where it's all about the music and more. We're talking with Kalise Vampyri, that's right, the one and only makeup artist down in Australia, in Newcastle. And she's telling us all about how she got involved in the business. And so my third question is, what has been your biggest lesson that you've learned involving yourself in this entertainment industry?
That's an interesting question. Probably that, like, you're really better off just kind of doing your own thing, if that makes sense. So there'll be a lot of people, like, that'll want to seem like they want to help, when really they get to the point where they kind of start to sabotage a little bit. You know what I mean? So I find if you stay to what you want to do, then you're good. That's probably the biggest lesson. Is, you know, you might have all these people saying, don't do this, don't do that, or you should do this, or you should do that. If you don't want to do it, or it's not an original thought, it may not be such a good idea.
Yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, lot of snakes now.
Yeah. Now, what would be one of your funniest moments? I'm probably included in that. You know that, right?
Okay. So I don't get embarrassed like most people get embarrassed. I don't really feel embarrassment. I just think, oh, for fuck's sake, here we go. And I remember when I was doing my single, more, and my heel got caught in between the stage, and I had this long black wig on and all this hair everywhere, and I'm like, more, and I'm ripping this shoe out of the bottom of the stage. Oh my God, this man just looked up laughing at me, and I just kept shaking my ass. And
Now, was that the Exchange, or was it up at the country club?
The country club.
The country club? Far out. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I gotta put that up. I'm gonna put that up on YouTube. We have a lot of footage on that. I haven't done anything with that footage, but I think I'll put it up.
Yeah, that was a moment for sure. But you know what? I carried it off. You know, I can always carry moments like that off, but I was just, when it happened, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. Of course.
Well, I'm just curious, so what information would you like to share to younger generation on what you do and how they could get into it?
Well, for me, I've had the most success doing it myself, but that's coming from already having, not a lot, but already having a little bit of experience in the industry. I would just say, again, just be true to yourself, and be realistic. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of my generation was raised being told you can be whatever you want to be, but then like they forget the part where you have to work to be what you want to be. You know what I mean? So it's not going to come overnight, but if you're persistent, then I think you can get somewhere, and if you really like it.
Oh no, I know, I understand. I like to be where I like to be, and I did that yesterday on the plane. I was kind of green, and, because I was an alien on the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't just do that today. He's been an alien for as long as I've known him.
Yeah, I think if there's any advice, it's probably, if you wouldn't do it for free, then, like, in terms of hobbies and stuff, if you wouldn't do it for free, then why are you doing it?
Good point. Good point. Yeah,
that's something I thought about. Is I was already doing the modeling and everything for free, so if I happen to get money from it, that's
ice cream over the cake. That's ice cream over the cake.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something also. What projects are you working on right now that you think will probably come to fruition in the next 2 years?
I'm trying to get a better studio space. I originally was doing lingerie modeling, and I'd like to get back to that. Pretty much the project is really me, kind of healing from autoimmune and really getting healthy and doing the things that I like to do.
Right.
You might see me back being a bit of a tart on the stage, maybe, possibly, in some lingerie. So who knows? It is exciting though. But yeah, at the moment it's very health. You know, get the health together, and then it'll all just get together from there, I think.
Right. Well, Kimberly and I got a few ideas when we get back, and I know I have one that I'm pretty sure work, and it's going to be based on your burlesque. I'm actually going to put together a burlesque show that I know I can actually. Yeah, I'll put it together, and I'm going to get. And we'll work on that when I get back.
Yeah, that sounds good. There's a lot of.
So hold up your horses until I return, so I can put some production behind you. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, that's fine.
So how does it look right now for Australia and all that in getting things back and running again?
It's really on a state-by-state basis, so it's kind of hard to say. Victoria has only just, I think, opened pubs to get a few people. Sorry. Excuse me.
Yeah, they just opened up. I saw that on the news yesterday.
Yeah. So that's happening. But New South Wales is mostly open, thank God, which is good.
Right.
Sorry, I have a bit of a cold.
That's okay. It's all that vampire coke.
Oh my God.
See what happened
That's
when you
that
bit
blood.
me? What happened when you bit me? Now you got sick.
I must have eaten someone with hepatitis or something.
Well, a question I have, you do singing, so what's your plans here with your singing and going on from here?
I actually was never a singer really, until I met Ron. I did classes very briefly as a child, and then I pretty much embarrassed myself and never went back. The show business, though, I do plan to continue. I really enjoy show business. It's really definitely for people with my personality type. I'm pretty much an extrovert, so it's definitely going to be, wherever I go, it'll be somewhere in show business for sure. So you can expect to see me dancing around on stage.
So let me ask you something. When you come into Las Vegas?
Well, I don't know, soon.
Well, I would say
once I get everything under control.
Right after we put that burlesque show together for you, it'll be the burlesque girls from down under.
Yeah.
All right. Now, let me ask you something, Kalise. Where can people find you or follow you?
You can find me on Instagram under Kalise Vampyri. It is spelled Kalisevampyri. I do have Facebook, but mainly Instagram is where I post everything.
And so how do they hit you on Instagram?
They can just follow me. I answer all my DMs. You can see all the content that I make. Yeah.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have had Miss Kalise Vampyri on tonight. Kalise, we want to say thank you so much for being on our podcast, and we will catch up with you.
That's all right. I enjoyed it.
We will catch up with you very soon, and don't forget. In the meantime, everybody be good, be sweet, treat everybody with love and kindness. We need it right now. My name is Ron Knight. I'm here with my co-host, Mr. John E. Williams, and we love you guys. Without you guys, the podcast does not exist. You have been listening to the Entertainment First Podcast, where it's all about the music and more. Thank you, and good night.
Good night.